Hey everybody, this is John from John's Longbox. Today I'm looking at the original magazine-sized run of Nexus. Okay, this is issue 3. There's only 3 issues in the original run, and then they brought it back in color at a comic-sized format. This is Mike Barron of Badger fame, and then Steve Rude doing the artwork. Okay, this is Capital Comics. Cover price was $2.95. Okay, in comics in stereo, there's an actual 45 flexible disc inside. Okay, Nexus is a strange comic. Horatio Hellpop, that's Nexus's secret identity. He was born on a space station on the other side of the galaxy 500 years in the future, and he has these dreams that like tell him what he needs to do and what that needs to be done, and they torture him, so he's like constantly in pain from his dreams, and he doesn't sleep well, and he kind of hates his powers and his existence. Things kind of changed later on, but this is the setup, and this is oh geez, I can't remember her name, but she's the love interest. She started out as a reporter, came to investigate him, and he's just like this reclusive misanthrope. He doesn't like anybody, and he didn't want her there. But she came at a time when she knew that there was solar storms, so her ship couldn't leave. So he's still a good guy, so he didn't want her to get hurt. So she stayed, and then kind of like won his heart over. Okay, this is as far as I know, this is the first artwork by Steve Rude. Steve Rude kind of became like a comic book legend. He did a lot of animation, and Steve the Dude Rude. But I'm not too impressed with this original art, but he gets so much better. And Mike Barron, a solid writer, did a Punisher run for Marvel. Like I said, he did the Badger for First Comics, and I think this isn't his first, because he's already been doing the Badger. But this is an interesting run. He's a superhero in the future, and he just flat out murders his like the Punisher. And it's like, just imagine if Superman just swooped in and killed people. He just comes in, shoots laser beams, and bullets flecked off. Like he's untouchable at this point. He's just like cosmic powered. And here, this is pretty interesting. This is a flexi disc. I never played this. I went on YouTube and somebody recorded it, and I listened to it. But it's this issue recorded with some music. Nice little novelty. Not really talk about the story, because this is just this 3-issue series is kind of like his origin. And I already just talked about his origin. But as you can see, he's like constantly tortured by his dreams. And he actually takes a job as a mercenary to kill somebody else that's not even one of his dreams tell him who to go after. But he goes after somebody else because the mercenary says that they can cure his dreams. Of course, he finds out it's nonsense, and goes after the mercenary. And he'll rescue people or aliens, and he'll bring them back to his satellite, and they could live on his satellite, and he kind of just leaves them alone. This is interesting. Like there's like vegetation and ponds and stuff inside the asteroid satellite base that he lives on. It's a moon. Lum is the name of the moon. So it's like a space station on a moon orbiting a gas giant. And there was aliens that had a civilization there, and there's no trace, and I think they are the ones that left the artifacts that created the dream technology that gave him the powers. And you see he's fallen for Stella, that's her name. And these are aliens they're living on the planet. They're like forming a government, and Nexus just like leaves them alone. Some of them feel neglected, some of them are happy to be there. So troubles are brewing. And she's asking him, all you could do is destroy with your powers. Can you create? And he just holds up his hand and creates a rose. So, I mean, he's like infinitely powerful. But with great power comes great torture for him. Here he is, like, he has to return to this is another thing. After a while, he like succumbs to his power. And just his body starts breaking down. And he has to return to this like liquid like gestation chamber where he was raised as a kid to make his body accept his powers. So he has a lot of weaknesses. And then he goes to the surface of the moon, and it's like our moon, cold and barren, and he extends his personal atmosphere field around the girl. He's like godlike. He could do anything. So here he is. He creates this structure with his mind. He's trying to show the girl that, like, yeah, he can create. He can do good things, but all he's been doing is destroying. And then here it gets destroyed. And this is the mercenary that he turned against. This guy hired him to kill his rival. This man hired Nexus to kill his rival, and he would cure the dreams. Meanwhile, he was lying. And Horatio Hellpop, aka Nexus, he just knew it was nonsense and just stopped in the middle. And now this guy is pretty cool. He has like ultimate mental abilities, and he's challenging me. He's like, all right, I'll accept your fight. We'll fight, but not here. There's too many people who can get hurt. So let's go out into space and fight. Oops, as I lose track of the pages because of the crease from the flexi disc. So I just want to find one page. So they're doing this cosmic space battle. His cosmic powers versus this guy's mental abilities. And then you find out that he like imprisoned and captured like I don't know how many people, and he cut their heads off, and just using all their still living heads, what small spark of mental abilities each person had is running through like a series circuits and getting more and more powerful until he is powerful enough to challenge Nexus. And then the people that live on his satellite there, some of them want to rebel against Nexus and form a government. And there's tales of Dave. Dave is Nexus's sidekick, how he came to work for us. This is a pretty interesting story about the mirror. It's aliens that just copy it. Like your little brother or your little sister would just do everything you do to drive you crazy. That's what these aliens do. They feed off your frustration. It was a pretty interesting story. And this was Nexus 3. This was it only ran for 3 issues, and then it started again as a regular comic book size. I don't know if you could tell, but this is like magazine size. This is the same size as like Heavy Metal or Playboy or that size. And then it started over from 1, and issue 1, 2, and 3 were redone in color, comic book size. And I think it went for like 50 issues or so. But this is Nexus. I recommend this. You could get the if you're interested in Nexus, you could get trade paperbacks, and you could get the individual issues in a back issue bin. They're only like $1 or $2. These magazines were pretty expensive. The original first printings of the original 3, but you don't need those if you want to read the story. You could get the back issues at like my comic shop for like $2 each or something like that. I recommend it. It was a good interesting take on like Star Wars meets Superman kind of thing. All right, that was Nexus. This is John's Long Box. Thank you for the new subscribers that have been showing up, and hope you like the videos. Please comment. I love the comments. Okay. See, and also I have a Facebook group called John's Long Box, and you can email me at johnslongbox@yahoo.com. All right. Construction is underway for my comic book room, and once that happens, I'll take everybody on a virtual tour. And one guy suggested that you just type in a number of the box and then an issue number, and I'll just randomly in front of everybody go to that box and count out the comics, pull it out, and talk about it. I think that would be like a fun Friday activity or something like that. And when we get enough subscribers, I'd like to do a live chat. We could all talk to each other and answer questions and talk. But I got to build up a subscriber count to do all that kind of cool stuff that I'd like to have planned. So maybe someday in the future. It looks like every day I'm getting 1 subscriber, so in a year or so. All right. It's fun. I'm enjoying doing this, and I hope you're enjoying listening to this. Okay, I know I could ramble on, but it's just a fun activity to do. Okay, see you around. Bye-bye.